Good morning. Welcome to worship here at Neals Creek Baptist Church. It's good to see all of you here in the house of the Lord today. Or should I say, see you here in the wild. We have been in the wild all week at Vacation Bible School, and today is VBS Sunday, where our children highlight all that they have learned and experienced at Vacation Bible School. We wish that all of the kids who were with us throughout this past week could be here this morning, but we wore some of them out after 6 days of VBS. But the ones that are here, we are so grateful, and they're going to lead us in some of their VBS songs, and we're going to see and hear just a little bit of what they learned all throughout this past week as we were able to zoom in and focus on Jesus. I have just a few announcements that I want to go over this morning. If you are a visitor, we say a special welcome to you. We're so glad that you could be with us today. If you have not previously filled one out, we encourage you to take a visitor's card, which you'll find in the pew rack in front of you. It's a rectangular card. It says welcome on the front of it. If you would just take that card, fill out the back of it, and drop that in the offering plate when it's passed a little later in the service. We would love to have the opportunity to get to know you better, and we have visitors' lunches periodically, and we want to make sure that you get invited to the next lunch that we have. There's an information table as you exit the sanctuary. Going through the vestibule, you'll see it on your left-hand side. Has a lot of great information about our church. Feel free to take any of that stuff that you can use, because we'd love to have you be a part of our family of faith. Just a few other announcements this morning. You will see in your bulletin inserted something that says the eligible church members, and that is for deacon election, which will be coming up in 2 weeks on August the 11th. But we go ahead and put out this eligible members list, which you can think of as a sample ballot. This will not be counted as an official ballot, but we want you to review this for the next 2 weeks. And if you see a name that's not up there that you think should be up there, or if you see a name that's up there and it shouldn't be up there, if you would let either myself or Deacon Chair Ken Edwards know, or you can call Miss Janet in the church office. But we just put that out to review to make sure our ballot is accurate before we actually use them to vote on Sunday, August the 11th. Now, there will be a few people that you will see that are not listed up here. Anyone who is a non-resident member of our church, meaning that they are a member of our church, but they don't live here in our community, their name will not appear on the ballot. Our staff members will not appear on this ballot. Current deacons and their spouses do not appear on the ballot. And then deacons who have served their 3-year term and are rotating off, they will not appear on the ballot as well. So I think all the other instructions that you need are on there. Do pay attention to the instructions on the back of this in preparation for deacon election in a couple of weeks. Also, it's that time of the year when the nominating committee has been working hard to get people plugged into the right spots of service in our church. And so the nominating committee report is available outside the church office on that small information table right across from the church office. So we have those for you in print. I'm not sure, there may be some in the back as well. I did not look this morning to see, but feel free to take a copy of that, review that, and we will also vote on that report on Sunday, August the 11th. There are a few spots, I think, that are still open. So if you look on the back of your bulletin, the text that's in red print, you will see there the information that the nominating committee is still seeking people to serve and help with as we begin a new church year on September the 1st. Also want to let you know that next Sunday, August the 4th, we will be having a wedding shower for Spencer Thomas and Lauren Johnson, who are going to get married a little bit later in the month of August. So that will be from 1 to 3 p.m. in our fellowship hall, basically right after worship next Sunday. We will have some light refreshments there, and we encourage you to come and show our love and support for Spencer and Lauren as they are going to be getting married in a few weeks. Last announcement that I have is that we will be taking up a special offering for the Cuba mission trip this morning. Our Vacation Bible School offering this week went for that purpose, and you're going to hear a little bit more about that in Miss Nikki's report and the full report on Bible School. But there are 5 men that are going from our church in November, the week before Thanksgiving. It will be myself, Alex Adams, Bartley Adams, Howard Penny, and Josh Andrews. And we're going to go with a team from Kennebec Baptist Church to Cuba to do construction on a Christian campsite. It's going to be a campsite and a seminary kind of used for both of those. So we encouraged our children all week long to give to that offering, because this facility that we're going to be building will allow groups from the United States to be able to go down and teach Vacation Bible School in Cuba once this facility is finished. So how cool would it be if we could take our mini version of our Vacation Bible School in a coming year, in a future year, down to Cuba and do it with the children in Cuba? That would be really so wonderful. So we encourage you to give to that today as the Lord would bless you to be able to. If you are giving to that offering, please designate on the envelope, on the check, in some manner that it is for the Cuba mission trip. The Baptist men have been so gracious as to provide us the $1,500 that we needed for our part of the construction material cost for the trip. So the money that you will be giving will be to go to help offset the cost for the 5 of us that are going. Are there any other announcements that we need to be aware of this morning? Okay, I'm not going to go over our prayer list in detail today, just for to save some time, but I do want to point you to our prayer list. There are a number of our folks that are having procedures or recovering from recent procedures. Let's be sure to keep them all in our prayers. Are there other prayer requests